If you have a scale, this is the time to get our scale. Doing this recipe, scaling is better than cups, but I will try to convert them for you. 350 grams of either flour or bread flour. Our scales to 0, 7.5 grams of salt. Okay, that gives us 8, so we're a little bit over. So that's 51. Okay, close enough. It'll be a 1/4 cup of sourdough. I'm gonna mix up your salt. Now we have to do our sugar. Here we have our salt, sugar. We have our milk. This is our liquid. And we have our sourdough. We're gonna mix the sourdough in here. And also a teaspoon of instant yeast in there. I'm gonna mix all this up. Now you can close the sourdough up and put it in the fridge, and you activate it again when you need it. Now we add the wet to the dry. You want to mix all this up. Now we're going to let this dough rest for 30 minutes before we start beating it up. Okay, the dough has rested for half an hour. Now we're going to start beating it. Now we're going to add our butter. See, the dough looks a little dry, so we're going to add a little liquid to help it along. Let's feel the dough. Yeah, the dough needs a little more liquid. Pretty tough dough there. So you're going to beat this dough for a good 5 minutes until it becomes nice and smooth. Okay, it has beat for 5 minutes and the dough looks nice and smooth. What I like to do is once I take it off the hook here, you can see the dough is really smooth. I'm going to leave it right in this bowl here. I'm going to spray the sides there and just let it proof right in this bowl. Look how smooth that is. We're going to cover this up and put it in the oven with the light on. It's been a couple hours. Sourdough takes longer to rise, but it has finally doubled in size. Look at that. This dough is nice and soft, silky, smooth. So half of this pretzel I'm going to do plain, and then the other half stuffed cheese pretzel with maybe some pepperoni on top. Okay, let's work with this dough first here. I'm going to spread it out. See, the dough's not sticking to my hand. 3 out here. Let's Stretch it out. You can use any cheese you want, but I have this on hand. 4 cheese, Mexican. So we're gonna put together. Okay, so this is nice. We can put this aside. Pinch this together. Okay, now we put this aside. Now let's just make some regular dough, regular pretzel. So we're gonna roll that. So we're gonna make this into a U shape. U. And then we're gonna twist and twist one more time, and then we bring it down. Okay. So I'm gonna stretch this out. And let's do 3. And this one we're going to stretch it, U shape, and I'm going to twist it. U shape, twist it, and come down. Into a U shape, twist it one more time, and bring it down. Okay, we have the baking soda water bath. Now, the sourdough have rested, so we're gonna put these in here. Only count 30 seconds. You don't want them to be in there too long. 15 seconds on each side. Make sure you drain all the water. Okay. Pretzel still sticky from the water. I'm going to spread some cheese on top. Okay, going to the oven for 425, and let's check in about 7 or 8 minutes. Check on these. Wow, they look so good. I think they're ready to come out. Look at these pretzel. This is the plain one. Ooh, nice and hot. Wow, they are so soft. But yeah, if I want to cook them longer, this one's the stuffed one. Look at the cheese oozing out of it. And I just topped cheese with this one, cheese and pepperoni. That looks so delicious. Let's brush some butter on these. Since they are piping hot, I'm just going to rub the butter right on there. You see how it melts right on there? See, I didn't do an egg wash or anything. They still come out nice and brown. So these are the sourdough pretzel. This is the one I put cheese and pepperoni on. See how good they look? And this one's the plain one. They puff up really nice and they are so soft. Sourdough, and because I use milk instead of water. And this is the cheese one where I stuff, so the cheese oozes out of it. So let's try this. There's no crunch factor there, but they're super soft. It tastes more like bread than pretzel, but they're really good. Delicious. I guess if you cook it at 450 instead of 425, and you do just plain, because this is a little bit not really crispier. I think it's the milk. So you want a low tiny crunch to it, use water instead of milk. But it's very flavorful. Much more flavorful than a lot of the other pretzel I taste. Very soft, softer than bread too. Delicious. You have to try it to believe it. My sister's gonna try this pepperoni and cheese pretzel. This. Look at how fluffy that is. This would be a great bread recipe. I put into a bread. What do you think?
I think it's it definitely is. It makes a great bread, but I like the flavor of the dough. It's a little complex. It's actually very good. The cheese in it, the pepperoni, you taste it, but it definitely tastes like something that you would see at one of the carnivals or festivals, because it actually is something that you can give to your kids or enjoy with your family. But I would definitely, I would definitely eat this again.
Yeah, it's delicious. Be a great bread. Okay, bon appetit, guys. See you next video.